Hello, 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 amigas, and welcome to Amiga Handle Your Shit podcast. So I'm so excited to have my glorious, beautiful friend, Marisela Arechiga.
Hola.
Oh,
You said glorious, marvelous. Mira nomás.
Look at that introduction.
Are you trying to get a date night?
Girl, where are we going? Oh my God, I'm just so excited to be here with her. And this next topic, it's part of our hot topics.
Ooh, hot topics, current events.
Yes.
It is January 2026.
And so much has happened.
So much has happened. Like we came into the year with big O.
We came in hot.
As
a community.
Flaming.
As a community.
Yeah.
Again, like last year. Right?
Man. Oh man. Yes.
Like
you
last
remind
year.
me. Yeah. So we are on the cusp of we are in the 1 year anniversary of the Eaton and the Palisades fire. It is officially a 1 year since that happened. And man,
I can't believe it.
Yeah, it's 1 year. It was wild. We remember, I mean, we were talking about it. We were all on a thread checking in on each other. Seeing it as an Angelino was heart-wrenching. It was horrific. Yeah. The stories that came after, how many people lost their homes, their lives were transformed, literally people leaving the cities that they grew up in and relocating because they were forced to. And a year out, I'm in the construction industry, and I'll say it's going to be a really long, I don't know if we'll ever see, I won't put ever behind it because that's definitive, but it's going to be a long time before the Palisades and Altadena look how they did before. We're talking about, what was it, 16,000 structures that were burned. As of last month, in Altadena specifically, there was one certificate of occupancy issued.
Wait. Okay, come again?
As of last month, December 2025, there was only one certificate of occupancy that had been released. That means a construction project had met its completion and the city had officially signed off on it.
Wait, okay.
It's crazy.
As you know, I don't know anything about construction.
Yeah.
Is that normal for something to take 1 year?
Regretfully, it is if you're building in Los Angeles and if you're building in the state of California. Los Angeles it's an absolute joke how difficult Los Angeles makes it to build. And when the fires were in process and I was seeing how much destruction was happening, Jackie, I knew. I was sitting there, I was like, this is going to be a decade of rebuilding, because just to get through the permit process it's a joke. Yeah. And I know there was a lot of talk politically about we're going to streamline and there's going to be one-stop shops for you to come in. Puro pinche pedo, dude. That did not happen. I have part of why I struggled so hard in 2025 is because I was trying to navigate these new systems, and I just kept being met with, brick walls. Like, okay, now you have to go here, and now you have to call this person, and that person's out of the office for 1 month, and now it was so. It is. I knew it was going to be really hard to rebuild. And, you got individuals, city leaders like Rick Caruso, who have really put a lot of effort, energy, money down to improve the processes. But I mean, Jackie, there's 16,000 structures that have to be rebuilt. One COO, at least in Altadena specifically, as of December, and I think it was for an ADU. When you drive around Altadena now, and even in the Palisades, you see construction happening. I believe the last time I looked at it, there was about 900 structures that were being rebuilt. Yeah. Out of 7,000, it's either between 7,000 and 9,000 structures that were burnt in Altadena. We have only 900 structures that are going up in Altadena. And that's the numbers are comparatively in the Palisades as well. Although my prediction is that the Palisades will be built years before Altadena, because Altadena is county and Palisades is city. Yeah. I mean, think about, this isn't a fair analogy, but think about it this way. Do you want to go to the county jail, or do you want to go to the county hospital, or do you want to go to the...
Oh, yeah. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
like, do you want private or do you want public?
Do you want private or do you want public? And the county it's a very egregious process to get permits. I'm in plan check for a rebuild. It's the homeowners just want to rebuild exactly what they had. And when the dust had settled and the city came out and saying, if you're building like for like, you will have your plans in 30 days. I've been in plan check since September. I've been in plan check since September. So, my heart goes out to those, to the Palisades, to Altadena, to those community members, because they're going to be living in a construction site for quite a long time. For quite a long time. And as Angelinas, we should be disappointed in the leadership of the city. Right. I think we should be disappointed. We should be holding them accountable. Quite frankly, I don't know why Bass has not been recalled. It's probably a money thing. Just yesterday, I saw on the news that Spencer Pratt is running for mayor of Los Angeles. And I was almost like,
Isn't that crazy?
Why not? Yeah. I mean, anything is better than the current administration, in my very, humble opinion that I can rightly have. But I think we got a long ways to go. I don't know how many, I can only imagine how many plans are in plan check. Yeah. Homeowners waiting for, insurances to come through, payouts, and for the city to give them permission. Yeah. We can't do anything without the city giving us permission to rebuild. And so we're going to be here for a long time. It's heartbreaking. We just started a project this week in Altadena. And
so, okay, when you say you started this project, is it because there's money that they're paying you, right?
Yeah.
For this project.
Yeah.
And so that's why it's moving forward.
Yeah.
I can imagine the other residences.
Let's talk about 8,000 residences that are still waiting to because there's a slice of homeowners that just won't ever rebuild.
Yeah.
They won't ever rebuild. It's too expensive. They didn't have enough coverage. They didn't have any coverage. In Altadena, there was a lot of legacy real estate. So abuelita, bought the house, gave it to her daughter. Daughter then gave it to her son, right? So there's a lot of generational real estate there. Well, when abuelita bought it, that home was $40,000.
Right.
And with the home fully paid off, a lot of homeowners, or a slice of homeowners, didn't even need insurance or didn't want to go get insurances because insurance is very expensive, as we know, in the state of California. And so they don't have insurances to rebuild. Others don't have enough coverage in insurances to rebuild. And some are just, I don't want to live in a construction zone for the next decade.
So they skip town.
So there was a lot of optimization. There was a lot of hopefulness coming out of the fires. Like, we're going to rebuild. And I loved the way that sounded. But when you drive around the city, there's tons of for sale signs. Yeah. There's tons and tons of empty lots and for sale signs.
Do you think that the private equity firms are going to come in and sweep them?
I do. Although, yes.
Let's get to that.
So I love that topic because Trump announced this week that he is going to be introducing a bill that would prevent big conglomerates, BlackRock, State, from purchasing real estate, which, hallelujah.
Finally.
We need that.
We've been complaining about it because they're the ones that are hiking up all of the
cost per square foot on real estate. Yeah. Like, why are big uniforms like a BlackRock buying up all this? It's an incredible investment. I understand it, but why hasn't there been some sort of barrier between these big conglomerates and the average homeowner who wants to buy a home? I know when I bought a home, I wasn't competing against other homeowners. I was competing against the big investors who were coming in all cash offers. I'm like, how do you compete against that?
You can't.
I think I put a bid on 15 different houses, and half of those offers went to all cash offers. So Trump putting in this, presenting this bill or this idea, I'm for it. Let's make America affordable again. I can't even you're going to see me with a red hat soon if that does happen, because it is impressive. But yeah, there has been a lot of, there's been enough conversations about equity firms coming in and buying, full blocks of Altadena. Because look, real estate in Los Angeles, even if it goes down a little bit, will never stay down.
Yeah.
Los Angeles is an incredible place to live if you can put the politics aside. We got beaches, we got mountains, we got variety, we got
deserts.
we got deserts, we got diversity.
Yeah.
You want Chinese food, you want tacos, you got you whatever you want, girl. I got it. Let me open up my coat, pick what you want. So real estate is always going to be valuable,
right?
You know, in Los Angeles, and equity firms, big real estate firms can afford to sit on real estate.
Yeah,
they can afford to. So yeah, you know, current event, we're 1 year out from the Eaton and Palisades fire. Los Angeles has a long way to go, and we're going to be here for a while, because this was the opportunity to change our ways, to change the way that the building code and the permit process worked, and that that the city didn't optimize that opportunity, didn't change how hard it is. If you want to talk about, okay, big investment companies coming in and buying blocks of real estate certainly is one reason why some homeowners can't buy homes. Yeah. Sure. But another reason why it's hard to build, or there's not a lot of real estate in Los Angeles, because it's so freaking hard to build. Yeah. It's so hard and so expensive. I have one of my projects out of Los Angeles County. It was $40,000 in permits, Jackie. Shovel hasn't even hit the soil, girl.
Oh my God.
Shovel hasn't even hit the soil. It was $40,000 just in permits. That's just money that we have to give to the city to be like, hey, can we come build a house here? You need a house here. And it's $40,000. So it's so expensive. And outside of that, it's paying somebody your dollars for Kmart product.
Oh my God.
It's garbage. Yeah. It's devastating. It's heartbreaking.
And let's say I have all the money in the world. I can't just go and start construction.
No, you can't.
Even though it was already approved, right?
No, you can't.
Before the fire.
Yeah, no. What
about if you had one wall standing and that's it?
No importa. Oh. You have to get architectural drawings. They have to be engineered. They have to go through all different kinds of set of hands that are going to look at the plans for, you know, making sure that there's different requirements that are being met. And that takes a lot of time and a lot of money. Yeah. It takes a lot of money.
And couldn't AI just come in?
Well, that's what Caruso did. I feel like Caruso leaned on the business community and the building community to come up with a system that would streamline the plan check process. Yeah. And I think that's actually in place right now, and it's supported some homeowners. But let's just, when you're thinking about the numbers in and of itself, if you had 16,000 structures that were burned, and there's probably under 1,000 in Altadena and 1,000 in Palisades that are actually in construction right now. Yeah. How effective or how much of use has that tool been? AI is absolutely a tool that can be used to streamline this. Right. But the city and the county are like old folks, bro. Like they're they're dinosaurs.
And I'm sure they're fighting for their jobs. And so if AI is going to take over, as we know, when we hear about the stats of 800 million jobs will be donezo within the next 5 years. Yeah. I mean, that's one of them.
Yeah,
right?
That is. Yeah. You probably aren't going to need as many eyes looking at a set of plans. Yeah. If you can just run those plans through AI, and AI can say, you know, this sheet, this set of plans, this right here, these are off, the calculations aren't wrong, and they can spit that out in a matter of seconds. Yeah. Yeah. There's certainly on one side of that, there's an incredible efficiency that I think as people we benefit from. But on the other side, you definitely have a collective that doesn't want to adopt those new habits because you're thinking about the loss more than you're thinking about the gain.
Yeah. No, of course. I can see that. It's just human nature.
Yeah.
To be scared and frightened for the future. And if someone's taking over or a thing is taking over, what are you going to do with your life, right?
Yeah. I mean, you got to change.
Yeah. Yeah. You got to got to change. Number one. Number two, if the government was really serious about us as a community and being more efficient, the government would figure out a way to pay out that employee to live a comfortable life for the rest of their life. And it wouldn't be so much money when you start thinking about all the fucking fraud happening.
Right. Oh, okay. But let's talk about, since we're on the conversation of real estate, let's talk about the acquisition of real estate on a political because the other day I woke up and we had apparently come into Venezuela.
I know, girl. And seriously, when I saw, I thought I was watching a movie. I said, "Wait,
yeah, this is fake news."
Yeah,
this is fake news.
Fake news. I'm like, what? Yeah. Did we just go gangster?
We did. We did. He's a damn gangster.
Oh my God.
A thuggish, ruggish bone.
Damn. I'm like. We used to do covert operations.
No, ni madre.
No, ¿para qué?
No, we'll just shut down all your technology as our stealths come in or Delta Force just flies into your country, takes your president and his home and his wife.
And his homies.
And his girl.
Yeah.
Flying back to the United States. And you didn't do anything about it.
I know.
The part that I was thinking about, because this happened over like the Christmas break, right? It happened before New Year or New Year's around somewhere.
No, it was already New Year.
So
it just happened like what, a couple of days ago.
So
was it? I don't know.
Yes. It was like at the beginning. Yeah, it was like January 3rd or something like that.
Our producer here is telling us January 3rd.
So it happened, and I woke up to the news, and I went to thinking about, okay, who's gonna come get us? Like, is there going to be a retaliation?
Is
Venezuela,
China,
it's
Russia?
not, it ain't going to be Venezuela.
No,
I'm not thinking about you, but is it, they're allies, right?
They're allies.
Because Maduro had just met with Chinese leadership like a week before or a few days before they came and collected him.
This is a fucking power play, if anything.
Yeah. So it's a trip. Like I didn't see it coming. It's completely. They had been planning it since August.
And you know what? Here's the thing. I started thinking about, like, remember how we were like, why are we lending money to Argentina? Mm-hmm. And then now I'm kind of thinking, well, we need another country to be there on our side to stabilize that region, right? Yeah. So I'm like, okay, now, all right, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But then we're like, wait a minute. But these resources benefit these other countries. Mm-hmm. What's going to happen?
Yeah.
Like, why didn't we go after the other people? That I'm like, no, this is a stealth move. This is kind of like a pawn beating a queen.
It's, yeah. Like, we came into his country.
Yeah.
Jackie. And so, look, transparent for me, I don't understand all the mechanics of it, long-term benefits of it.
Yeah.
But I'm like, why are we going into other people's countries? Like, why don't we take, like, America first? Like, why aren't we taking care of, there's farmers that haven't, there's a lot of things to figure out here. Like, so sure, you could think of that in a very narrow-minded, like that I'm narrow-minded. Like, why are we going over there? I understand the resources, the Venezuela oil, the gold. It's a huge opportunity. There could be a big ROI,
financial lucrative. Yeah.
And Trump just said last night. He said last night, Venezuela is going to give us 50 million barrels of oil.
like that. Just kind of like, wait. They're just gonna give it to us because we're cool.
Yeah, like
for free.
Like we handshook on it because we came and took your
president,
your dude, your president, your dictator. So like, I don't know. It made me. I was unsettled by it. Why are we going into another country? I know that he was an enemy of the state. He was
even Biden was like already on him, but he didn't have the cojones like this dude had,
or the memory. I was like, where am I? Where the hell am
I? I know. Okay,
who put me here?
Yeah, what am I doing here?
Yeah, give me my applesauce. And then, but seeing the aftermath of it was really interesting. I started to really pay attention to that because then it became not just political, but like it like culturally shifted, because when you saw the people in Venezuela on the streets screaming for joy, jumping for joy, crying tears of joy, and not just in Venezuela, but Venezuelans in different parts of the country now, because so many, it was like 8 million Venezuelans have been displaced.
Yeah.
In different parts of the world, if you were from Venezuela or you had family from Venezuela, you were celebrating.
Right.
But in the United States, there was marches and like, like
y'all know about us.
Take Maduro back. And I was like, wait a minute, but we said we didn't like kings.
Yeah.
And he was a king, bro. Like he was a damn dictator.
Yeah.
Like if you look at what he did to his country.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily agree that it was Trump's job or responsibility to go save and like come into that. There's clearly stuff that I don't know, and there's going to be a big ROI on it. Yeah. I'm assuming but we're talking out of both sides of our mouth here when we're saying there's no place for kings, and then Maduro gets taken out, who's a dictator, who's the people
who's
of
a king,
people he served didn't want him in power, and Ivan con la boca, take him back. And I was like, I don't really understand.
Yeah.
You just like, it's almost like you need a reason to hate.
Yes. It's always van contra la ¿cómo se dice? Van a la contraria.
No
importa. No importa el mensaje, no importa la persona.
Yeah.
Like always against.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Even if you give them the facts, even if you prove the point, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because it's against me.
Yeah.
And we don't do that. So, I was thinking about, I'm like, well, there's a lot of like, he didn't go to Congress, which is who you need to go to if you're going to start a war. But then I'm like, wait, well,
he's not in a war.
He's not in a war.
He did the same thing with Iran.
Yeah. No. And this also, we are a nation that's done many covert operations that we do not know.
Yeah.
We don't learn about them years after, right?
I mean, we went and got Osama bin Laden without congressional approval.
Yeah.
Clinton bombed, I forgot, Lebanon.
Yes.
Clinton went and bombed Lebanon after the Lewinsky thing came out. He didn't have congressional approval on that. So this is within his powers.
It is. As executive chief, he has the power to do that. So going with these people that are complaining and
and marching, girl.
And marching, but as you know, these marches tend to be supported by these billionaires.
Yes.
And
I need to see the faces of these billionaires, dude, because we were talking about the same thing in Los Angeles when ICE came in to Los Angeles in June of last year, and there was all these marches, and you saw like these big pallets of concrete
you're like,
being delivered. Like, how did that get there?
How did my peeps like do that?
Yeah. Like you go take a Home Depot run and you ask somebody to drop off all of these concrete these pallets of concrete. How do you
gather all these humans? It's because you have a network.
Yeah. Like, who are these people?
So you follow the money, trace the money. And it will all roads lead to this individual, I forgot his name, but has been the leader in terms of movements that like Black Lives Matter, like all those kind of movements, not that they're bad or anything like that, or well, who knows, they're controversial. Anyhow, but nothing is done out of goodwill. And that's the saddening part. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's all for political gain.
And I think that's why, for me, you mentioning that, it's hard for me to understand, because we did come from a day where marches were real. Yeah. Right. Like we saw Cesar Chavez marching the streets.
I wonder if because social media didn't exist. Maybe that's why we were able to do something like that.
Yeah, perhaps that's the reason why. And so I had just assumed that those kinds of marches were a very organic thing. It's a group of people that want to come to the street, and there are people that want a dictator in Venezuela and feel so enforcefully about that they're in the street marching, I guess. Yeah. But the amount of people that I saw on the streets, like, free Maduro, like, who are you? Like, bro, who are you? Who do you know who you're saying? And it was, I saw these reels of people from Venezuela going to those marches and being like, are you from Venezuela? No. Like, all of none of them were from Venezuela.
Yeah.
So he couldn't find somebody from Venezuela that was actually protesting. The capture of Maduro, which is, like you say, you just need the contra. And there's these paid actors that are coming out.
They're always coming out. I mean, if you want a movement, you go to the main groups that have these movements. And I wish I would have researched it a little bit more, but I know there's one particular billionaire who's been doing this.
Yeah, like going on Craigslist and
kind of, like they did for the ICE that happened here in Los Angeles. So there's people that are doing that. Billionaires trying to carry this message or this narrative.
Yeah,
and.
The trippy thing about it is that there's no plan for getting out of Venezuela. So now there's a lot, like, Rubio is going to be, taking the helm. The new ambassador of Venezuela, working with a vice president who was sworn in. There's no plan for, like, what's going to happen. And I don't know, is Trump just going out and he's a real estate guy? Is he sees an opportunity and he's going to, because now they're talking about Greenland, and I'm like, what the heck? This is not a type of politics that we've seen.
No,
this is not a type of politics that we've seen.
No, because everything used to be done clandestine, right? I mean, it used to be covert, everything, and now it's like, fuck it, let's just balls.
He goes on Truth Social at 3:00 in the morning. He's like, I think I want to get Greenland. You know what I mean? Like, he just wakes up, has an idea, and is sharing it. I mean, it's not like that, but yes, the social media impact of it is one that maybe promotes that we know so much more. Yeah, because United States taking over another piece of land. I mean, we haven't done that since when? Since what? Like when the United States took what is it? The Versailles of, I don't know, when we got California.
Oh yeah.
New Mexico, Texas.
Yes.
But yeah, it's definitely a new type of politics, and there's a lot of people that are up in arms. So I don't even know how I feel about it. I'm glad for the people of Venezuela. I really am. I'm excited for what that country is going to produce, and hopefully with the right leadership, it's gonna have,
hopefully, right,
an era of.
Who knows? I don't think anyone has really true clean hands.
Yeah. I mean, because the whole government is. Yeah. The whole government is probably dirty. No, it is.
All the governments have dirty hands. Yeah. And so that's the part that, like, where are the people, the politicians that actually mean well and do want good?
Yeah, they stay out of politics. They stay out of politics.
I know.
They stay out of politics because it corrupts you.
It's dirty.
It's dirty.
It's really dirty.
It's hard to accomplish things.
Como dice mi papá, es la pura pinche política.
Es la pura pinche política. It's true. Everyday people have probably as much influence if they use their voice in today, with the amount of media and the amount of distrust that people have for mainstream media. Average people can have likely more influence than even politicians, or different kinds. If you think about Charlie Kirk, he wasn't a politician, but he created a movement. Say what you will about the guy, like, he created a very powerful movement that now resonates, and it lives after his death, after his assassination. Right. Another kid that comes to mind is this Nick Shirley out of Minneapolis, who this 23-year-old kid.
Interviewing.
He took his iPhone and a mic that he got on likely Amazon, and partnered up with this guy named Dan, went out to Minneapolis and started knocking on these daycare centers to find out where the money is going. I mean, we're talking about millions and millions. I think it's in the B. Jackie, wow. I think it's a B now. My God. Where he's 23 years old, and he starts knocking on these doors of these daycare centers to find them vacant.
Yes.
And on the other side of that, these daycare centers have received $1 million, $1.25, $2 million, $4 million to provide resources to the state, to the constituents of the citizens of Minneapolis. And he is an average kid. He used his voice, he used his talent, he used his skills, and he went out and acted. And as such, he's uncovered billions of dollars of waste and fraud that have gone to
God
these
knows
people,
who.
to God knows who, because now they're talking about tracing the dollars and where they went, and if those dollars had eventually gone to enemies of the state, which is very plausible. Like, holy cow. So this kid who started as a YouTuber, Jackie, he was just recording stunts in high school and pranks, and evolved into the, like, why didn't we have news anchors from CBS, NBC, ABC telling these stories and taking them to the public? That's why there's so much distrust in mainstream media. And now we need these different outlets of podcasts and YouTube of everyday average people just using their abilities and their talents to uncover what's really happening. So much so, Jackie, that Governor Tim Walz, who was running for vice presidency of the biggest country in the whole world, he was going to be the vice president. He's no longer running for governorship. Like, talk about impact. Like, you don't have to be a politician.
We need one of those kind of guys here in California.
I think they're coming, girl.
I hope so.
I think they're coming because you know that there is so much fraud with the homelessness, the amount of money that hasn't gone.
What was it? Billions of dollars missing.
It's a complex.
And este pendejo, he's gonna run
for president. Just because you got good hair, which is still questionable.
And you have your little dance.
He does have nice suits, but like, how would anybody trust this man? Like, look at what he did to the Sunshine State.
I know.
Newsom ruined this state. He ruined the state.
I don't know how many people left because of his
people
politics.
And industries.
People
and
Tesla
industries
left. In and out.
Going to Tennessee.
What other companies?
Oracle. Like, there's so many
huge.
Like,
those are taxes.
I was in Austin at the end of last year, and Tesla has this enormous, like, Jackie, it's enormous headquarters now in Austin. That was California business. That was California business. And so we can imagine the amount of fraud, and that the state is now in an enormous deficit, and they've proposed this billionaire tax. So is that gonna retain talent here? No. Larry Page from Google has already said he's gone. He's already bought a house in Florida and organized businesses, filed businesses in Delaware. It's going to hurt us more. So fraud in California, please, like,
we need Rick Caruso.
You know what? I don't think he stopped campaigning. I don't think he's stopped campaigning from his loss, which I don't understand how he lost in the first place. Like, that's crazy to me. It's ludicrous,
you know why?
That he lost.
Because at the tail end, like, he was winning, right? And then Obama comes on behalf to support the current mayor. Oh, she's the best. And so that was the tipping point. You know, what does he know about LA?
Nothing.
Nada.
He doesn't even vacation here. Why would he? He hits up on the street, or he'll get robbed. I think the fires that happened last year only reinvigorated Caruso's campaign, because he's a builder, he's a developer, he knows the process of navigating plan check and what it takes to build. I think he should have been our mayor.
Yeah.
I think we would have been I don't think the fires would have happened.
I don't think so.
If Caruso were a mayor, number one.
No, because he actually used to work, I think it was the Department of Water and Power, I think.
No, I think it was LAPD. Yeah. I mean, his hands have been in so many different agencies in Los Angeles. Right. I think Los Angeles Department of Water and Power, the fire department, I think even the police department. He was like a commissioner or some sort. So he has his hands. He knows who the players are. And the fires would not have happened, in my opinion, had he been in leadership. He certainly wouldn't have left to Africa on the morning of. But since we are going to be a rebuilding city for, in my mind, the next decade, he's the right person for it. No, he's the right person for it. But coupled with new leadership that the city needs, the talent, taking this kid, this 23-year-old, someone coming into California and revealing the amount of fraud. I mean, there's the train to nowhere.
We have a tent city here as well.
Oh yeah,
right. Yeah. I mean, it's incredible. I remember because I used to live in downtown LA. Mm-hmm. I lived there for 10 years.
Mm-hmm. What part? Like where?
I lived in South Park area.
Okay.
So first I moved into a complex called Packard Lofts, and then we bought our loft right on top of the what is it called? Ralph's off of 9th and Hope.
Yeah.
So we lived there for a while. We bought after the when the collapse of the real estate in we bought way later, like 2010, I think that's when we bought.
Okay. So after.
Yeah. Great. Because my husband knows private equity and knows all the things, and he's like, "Oh no, we're not buying. This thing is gonna pop," and it did. And it did. So, living. Oh God, I'm losing my train of thought. We were living there, and
that area was kind of clean, right? Like
it was
there
clean.
Wasn't so much homeless.
It was clean. It was and it was peaceful. Mm-hmm. And then, slowly but surely, we did leave eventually, but then we started seeing more homelessness, right? More homelessness. Mm-hmm. And so one of the it was a proposition to vote on to give money to the homeless. I can't remember the number because it's been so many years, but we voted let's give them a percentage of our local tax revenue for the homeless.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And where are we now?
Yeah.
Nada.
No, the situation is not improved.
It's just worse.
Yes,
it's worse.
It's worse because we created a complex now. Yeah. Now it's a business.
Yeah.
Now the homeless situation is an industry.
Totally, it's an industry.
Absolute industry.
I was in Mexico City in December, and I mean it's poor, right? Mm-hmm. But it's also rich. Mm-hmm. And I was trying to evaluate if there's any homelessness in Mexico City. I didn't see homeless.
Yeah, you're right.
I just saw poor people.
Yes, you're right.
They
weren't sitting on the street.
No.
Yes,
they weren't living.
You're right.
No.
I don't think I thought about that.
Yeah, that just shocked me because I started really evaluating. I'm like, so what is wrong here?
Well, if you zoom in on that lens a little bit, Jackie, if you go to certain cities in Los Angeles, there isn't homelessness. Like if you drive through Burbank, nope. Glendale, nope. If you drive through Huntington Park, nope. It's cities that are Los Angeles incorporated, but if they're its own municipality, there's cities that don't allow for big old RVs to be parked on the street for
Venice,
5 months.
Venice. It is so sad.
It's Los Angeles City.
I know. Yeah.
That allows for this. This isn't a way to live. This isn't a city to be proud of. And we have major events coming to the city.
I know.
We have the Olympics, the Paralympics. So you have a Super Bowl coming. Like you have FIFA coming.
FIFA.
Que vergüenza. Clean up your house.
Yeah.
We have major events. We have people from all over the world
coming.
And what are they going to see? And it doesn't feel like maybe they're putting money, but they're not spending it the right way.
Yeah.
They're making really bad investments.
Yeah, totally.
To clean up the city.
Oh my God.
It's an embarrassment.
It is an embarrassment. So that's why when I was tripping out, I'm like, wait a minute. This Mexico City is highly populated.
Yes.
And yet I didn't see one homeless.
You're right.
Not
and it's so vast. It's an enormous city.
Millions
and millions of people.
Over 10 million.
LA got nothing on Mexico City traffic.
Nothing.
And there's no, I didn't see that either.
I'm like, is it community?
No, it's laws, girl. It's laws. It is leadership.
Yeah.
Because it's also the Washington D.C. of Mexico, right?
Yeah,
it's where it's where the politics live, or the head of the politics live. It's the presidency's there, and their New York Stock Exchange, right? It's got New York and it's Washington D.C.
Yeah.
It's an incredible city. No homelessness. It's leadership.
Yeah.
Los Angeles looks exactly the way our leaders want them to look, and that's heartbreaking.
It is.
We came into politically and current events. I mean, there is a lot. I mean, there's Iran to talk about. There's so much happening. We came into this year with like a big old boom.
Yeah.
And you know what though? Outside of the rebuilding efforts in Los Angeles, I'm glad that it's not.
It's not us.
It's not
a focal point. I know.
I will take that as a W. For right now.
Yeah, totally win, like a little win there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm kind of like, thank God we're not in the news
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, well, as of today. What's today? It's January something.
The night is early, girl. The night is early. I think, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but is it an election year for our governorship? Does Newsom, is it this year or is it next year?
No, I think it's next year.
God, it can't come soon enough.
I
man.
know.
I feel like this dude has been in leadership for freaking
forever.
20 years.
He's
a Maduro.
Yeah.
We need Delta 6 to come into California and take this forward.
Oh shit! Not literally, guys.
No.
It's not that kind of podcast. We're just kind of fucking around here.
Let me put allegedly and a literally and not literally on it. I'm just having fun.
Well, you know what? We here on our hot topics, and I'm so grateful you're here with me because I mean,
it's
who else? Good. Who else could be here to give us not only the 411 on the current topics, but with zest.
You know, it's that Latina vibe.
Woo.
We're just kind of born with it.
Yes, así ponerle salsa a los tacos.
It's going to be an interesting 2026.
Yes,
it's going to be an interesting news filled as always, but it's going to be a good year, Jackie.
I think so too.
2026 is going to be a good year, and we have you and I, girl.
Woo! We are connecting like Wonder Twin powers. Activate. Thank you, amigas, for being here on Amiga Hand Your Shit podcast with Marisela Arechiga.
Yes, and Jackie Tapia.